pass it on, pass it down. If Abraham's ancestors had passed on to others and passed down to the next generation the knowledge of the greatness of God, Abraham would have known God can be trusted to deliver on his word, like he did for Noah and family through the flood. If Abraham's ancestors had passed down information as a culture, Abraham would have known it was in the era when man's lifespan had dropped, that his ancestor Noah's firstborn child Shem had his own firstborn at the age of 100 years, and went on to have 2 other children after that age. So it would have been needless for God to help Abraham and Sarah's faith, as they both were in doubt when God told them they would bear a son at a time when Abraham would be 100 years old. If you don't pass on to others and pass down to the next generation the knowledge of the greatness of God, particularly what he can do and the things he has done for you, the chance is, when they eventually face a trial which God in times past had given you or someone else victory over, they might not believe God can save them from it, even when God tells them he can. But is that the only downside of not passing on the knowledge of the greatness of God, particularly what he can do and the things he has done for you? The Israelites dwelled in Egypt for a total of 430 years, and out of those 430 years in Egypt, they were in bondage for 400 years. This means they lived free in Egypt for the first 30 years of their arrival in Egypt. Well, ever wondered why in just those 30 years of their living free in Egypt before being enslaved, the very Pharaoh who enslaved them didn't know Joseph, and the one that ruled in the 430th year didn't know the Lord? The Israelis and the Egyptians alike were not passing on the knowledge of the greatness of God, what he can do and the things he has done for them. The downside, over the years they had become a stiff-necked people just as God had called them. The good news is, as you follow God's instruction to pass on to others and pass down the knowledge of the greatness of God to the next generation, you are effectively communicating your faith, and at the same time you are being thankful and strengthening the faith of others. And just like Abraham, you will realize it is worthwhile to not just raise children and others to stay in a relationship with God, but to pass on to others and pass down to the next generation the knowledge of the greatness of God, particularly what he can do and the things he has done for you. I am inWORD voice, and I've got something to say.